I thought it was a great experience. We had a little bit of experience from last year playing at a Big Ten school, but I thought it was a good chance to see what we're made of. Like the coaches said, they're happy with our effort and the way we competed. Obviously, you're never satisfied with a loss, but I thought we played pretty well. There's always stuff to build on, as always.
I mean, you get the touchdown 21-7. It doesn't really look like you guys are out of it, really. I mean, I'm assuming you guys felt like you were in it pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. Besides, like you said, the first quarter when they went up 21-0, we came back pretty well after that, though. A lot of people started having the thought creep into their mind, oh man, here's a replay of last year against Penn State. But I thought everyone did a really good job of staying positive, keeping their head up and coming back and playing really well in the second half.
You guys come off a game like Iowa. Central Arkansas is coming up kind of like the opposite, I guess you would say. I mean, do you feel more prepared than maybe they are, coming off a more quality opponent?
I think that's a feeling you try and stay away from a little bit because, that tends to get you in the mindset that you're going to overlook somebody. We came off playing the number 9 team in the country and they played a D2 school. And, you start thinking that way and you kind of setting yourself up for disaster. So we try to just look at, who they are and what we need to do rather than, who they played last, because that can give negative thoughts in your mind.
When you're preparing for these guys like Coach Rock said, you got a lot of guys that you haven't seen before, a lot of new faces out there that you haven't seen on film, I guess I should say. How much can you prepare for guys that you don't know? And he was talking about just kind of doing your own assignments this week as opposed to really trying to stop everything they're doing.
Yeah, watching film from last year is it's tough to get a read on the players themselves. You can't see what the running back likes to do, what different moves he has maybe. But as far as scheme-wise, that's what we're mostly concerned with right now, just because we know that's going to stay constant from year to year for them. And only having one film from this year, it kind of gives us a little read on what some of the players might do. But it's not like we have a full season of film to watch on.
What you do, right off the bat, the coin toss. They elected to take the ball, and they showed their mettle there, their confidence that they had in being able to take that kickoff and then move it down the field for a score. So playing with a lot of confidence and pride, I think, is important, and I think that's the way Iowa played. I think our guys picked up on that, and but that's what we're trying to achieve. That's the way I hope our guys will respond Saturday against Central Arkansas.
With guys being nicked up on the offensive side of the ball, guys were put in places such as the offensive line and other backup positions played, and they played well. So now that answers the question, you probably have some good depth when people are fully healthy.
Well, I think so, and that's be awfully important as we get into the season, the real thick of the season. But again, I was pleased. The number of guys that we had that were playing their first ball game ever at this level performed well, and should bring a lot of confidence for them as we go and continue on.
Based on what Roy was saying, it sounds like Mon you will not try to get him back for this one. Is that?
Yeah, I in certain respects I was a little disappointed. I thought he was progressing rather rapidly there, but you can't tell what's in a person's mind. People respond to injuries a little bit differently. At some point in time, he's got to try to push that a little bit because you don't want to wait till you get into an actual game. I don't know that we'd be smart to put a guy in there that hasn't really tested himself before that. So until he feels good and can show us that he can make the proper cuts, he may or may not play. We'll see what he does today and Thursday and Friday and make a determination from there.